Dave, have you done much gaming over the years? If so, what were some of your favorite games from various eras? I was a big arcade game player when I was a young kid. I held and still hold the world record on the arcade game Tempest, and I believe Space Duel, which is a less known game. But Tempest, I have one here in the house, and I play periodically. I go through spells where I play it about 20 minutes a day, every day. And I'll do that for a couple months, and then I'll unplug it. Pardon me, bump the mic. Then I will unplug it and not look at the thing again for 6 months. And then I will, hey, look, I have a Tempest machine, and I'll start over in this cycle. So it depends what I'm doing. I also really got into Geometry Wars 3 on the Xbox, which probably looks like Tempest. But so it's not just color vector RGB games, but it is that particular gaming model where it's simple, casual gaming that is incredibly easy to pick up. Not that Tempest is easy to pick up, but really hard to master. The nice thing for me about Tempest is I can play it. There's only 100 levels. Well, that's a lot of levels, but there are 100 levels. And I can make it through fairly easily to about level 90, at which point I start to bog down and die off pretty reliably. So it's interesting, rewarding, fascinating, and frustrating that way back 40 years ago, they designed a game that adapted or has a ramp of difficulty that is gradual enough that 40 years later, I'm still up against the slope of it. I haven't, got frustrated with the game, and I haven't run past the game in difficulty and, found it to be easy. Some games like Asteroids, you would just master really quickly. I have not played a lot of first-person shooters, Battle Royale, that kind of thing. The last game that I actually played was Max Payne. And this is probably Max Payne 1.0, the first one. And the reason I can play it is second person. So the camera follows the protagonist as opposed to being first person through the person's eyes. I get motion sick and I don't know if I'm motion sick, but if I watch somebody play it, I get motion sick. If I'm playing it, it just kind of bothers me and gives me a headache. Or eye strain, more likely. My gaming is pretty limited to old school looking stuff.